Guess who's back with another Blue Lock chapter breakdown? Today we're diving into chapter 304, and it's basically a really wholesome chapter at this time, with Isagi's family reunion special, with a side of Igo's cryptic bullshit homework assignment. The chapter 304, titled Patron of Dreams, starts with this intro text: for the first time in a while, a homemade tonkatsu, an egoist needs a break too, because apparently even soccer psychopaths with god complexes need their mommy's cooking sometimes. We're welcomed into the Yoichi family home, where they're feasting like kings, which is probably the most normal thing that's happened in this manga so far. Our boy Isagi is thanking his parents for the meal like he hasn't seen some real good food since Blue Lock began, except that one steak that Kunigami gave him. His dad, Issei, tells him to dig into his mom's special celebratory pork cutlet. They were really proud that their son is called the Demon King and that he insulted like his superior and other players on the field regularly. Isagi takes a bite and basically has a foodgasm. He even says cutlet after winning tastes so good, like congratulations on discovering that food tastes better when you're not depressed. His mom explains they were shocked by his surprise visit and asks if Blue Lock finally let their football prisoners have parole. While inhaling food like it might run away, Isagi explains they have some time before the U20 World Cup and got 2 whole weeks off. 2 weeks. That's like a century in Blue Lock time, where they normally don't even let these kids give some sleep. His dad gets all sentimental about how Isagi's transformed. Fame, skills, and a salary. Of course, for him, it was all about the big money, just like it would be for every other dad. His mom tries to shush him, saying Isagi came to relax, not talk about work. But our humble king Isagi's like, nah, it's cool. Let's talk about how fucking rich I'm going to become. But seriously, imagine your son is just a normal kid in high school and played football on the side, then summer vacation comes, your son goes on a football project for a few weeks, comes back as a player for one of the best teams in the world, and even becomes one of the best players in this project and will probably earn millions in the near future. Why would you not want to talk about it? But anyway, Isagi drops this casual bomb that Blue Lock is handling all their overseas offers. He continues saying they're supposed to focus on the U20 World Cup for now, which Japan is hosting, another completely realistic plot point that definitely makes sense. His mom's face lights up, saying it's amazing he won everything and became #1 in Blue Lock. Isagi thanks her and says he joined to become #1, and now that he actually is, he's happy. Character development, I guess. Then comes proud father-son moment. His father extends his hand like some corporate CEO and says, "Thanks for your hard fucking work." Isagi nearly chokes on his food, completely blindsided. His mom spills that his dad has been practicing Isagi's Blue Lock mannerisms. Just like I said before, they're completely aware that his son is insulting other players and even coaches on the field. What a lovable family he has. His father then even imitates him and calls Isagi his finest clown. Isagi gets all embarrassed like, "Dad, stop. You're not me, bro. I'm the only one who was him." They all laugh before his mother worries about him setting a bad example. Isagi tries to throw Kaiser under the bus, saying he's the one who talks like that. Sure, we've all seen you in the Neo-Egoist League acting like a complete sociopath. Just then, there's a knock at the door. It's a delivery guy with a Blue Lock package. Even on vacation, Blue Lock is like that clingy ex who can't let go. Inside the mystery box, DVDs, a letter, and a plane ticket. The letter is from none other than Ego himself, probably written by his assistant. It says, "Learn football, Isagi. The key to your next evolution lies in here. Try to find it yourself." His mom asks what Ego is really like, and Isagi's description is perfect. Sharp, philosophical, hopelessly unfriendly, speaks his mind no matter what, and just a plain weirdo. His dad confirms that's exactly how he appears on TV, and his mom, bless her heart, says he seems trustworthy. Isagi agrees and adds that Ego believes more than anyone that Japan can win the World Cup, which is either extreme patriotism or extreme delusion, but rather the latter. Isagi gets all starry-eyed thinking about Ego saying he only needs crazy sociopaths who won't be satisfied until they're the world's best. He calls Jinpachi Ego the most interesting and craziest guy in the world, and Isagi's patron of dreams. Is this a football manga or a love letter to Ego? And by the way guys, I'm sorry to ask, but if you haven't hit subscribe yet, please subscribe to the channel. That's it. So Isagi's parents are all smiles seeing him so passionate about Blue Lock. His mom laughs, saying it looks like he's having fun and meeting good people. Good people in Blue Lock? She just hasn't met anyone there in person yet, otherwise she definitely wouldn't say that about these guys, who are just sociopaths with hair that defies the laws of physics. His father notices how much Isagi has changed and asks if he's become more mature than his old man. Isagi denies it, thinking to himself it's just his father who's become more childish. The shade of it all. Things get all warm and fuzzy as they tell Isagi something important. No matter how much he changes, they'll always be his family. His dad goes on this beautiful speech about how Isagi will face greater opponents, get hurt, and hurt others in this competitive world, but his parents will always see him the same way. In other words, the classic Asian family with a little more support, so no matter what changes, Isagi can always come home. It's actually kind of sweet in a "this is the calm before Ego ruins everything again" kind of way. This hits Isagi right in the feels. It's like time stops for him. It's the first time in forever he looks genuinely touched by something someone said. He thanks them before taking his Blue Lock care package upstairs. In his room, Isagi picks up a DVD from 2008, practically ancient history, and pops it in, wondering what Igo's cryptic lesson is about. It's football footage, shocking absolutely no one. It was the European football finale in 2008. He watches someone score, Fernando Torres for the baby viewers among us, and wonders if Igo wants him to learn shooting techniques. But then another clip starts with someone trapping the ball before passing to a teammate who misses. Isagi's confused face is all of us trying to understand calculus, but then he has his "I fucking knew it" moment. Every clip starts with a trap or killer pass that changed the game's flow. It's not about goals, but the moments that change the game. His face gets so intense you'd think he just discovered the secret to eternal youth or something. He realizes these are traps, passes, and dribbles that inspire the whole field. Plays from around the world, carefully selected by Igo like he's making the world's most pretentious football mixtape. A collection of plays that create the smell of the goal. What do goals smell like? Sweat and grass. But in Igo's world, they probably smell like expensive cologne and capitalism. Isagi's mental puzzle pieces are flying around like he's in the Matrix, realizing the whole world is full of football knowledge he hasn't tapped into yet. He thinks back to watching Noel Noah play and says, "This is interesting and fun," which for Isagi is the equivalent of jumping up and down screaming with excitement. We also see the original four got their own personalized letters. Igo out here writing more letters than Santa Claus. I'm guessing all the top 23 players got homework for the break. The panel reminds us there are 45 days until the U20 World Cup. The countdown is on, and the ending text is peak Blue Lock pretentiousness. Path of afterthoughts, evolution for the egoists, a challenge to the world starts here. Someone needs to tell the author that not every sentence needs to sound like it belongs on a motivational poster for sociopaths. Next chapter will be called either 23 or starting 23 players. Both mean the same thing, but one saves ink, I guess. They might head back to Blue Lock, which would be hype but also a bit rushed. Let them finally enjoy their vacation, let them sleep, but who am I kidding? I'm dying to see what happens next. And praise the manga gods, no break next week. Blue Lock has been on such a roll lately, it's like the author found the secret stash of whatever Igo's been drinking. This was a slower chapter, but honestly, those are some of my favorites, because it was so heartwarming. Seeing Isagi's dad trying to act like Blue Lock Isagi would have made me cringe if I was Isagi. The parents being so supportive was also a very nice touch. It made me think about Kaiser, who probably went home to an empty mansion with just his ego for company, sad that he lost to Isagi. Poor little boy with amazing hair and terrible personality problems. For Isagi's next evolution, this is perfect timing. His shooting is already god tier, and his metavision could probably predict what I'm having for dinner tomorrow. If he masters game-changing trap, passes, and dribbles too, the other teams might as well forfeit now. He'll be more unstoppable than me at an all-you-can-eat buffet. I'm super curious what Igo told the other players to work on. Did he tell Bachira to be less schizophrenic? Did he tell Chigiri to become Usain Bolt? Did he tell Kunigami to smile occasionally? We'll find out in the next chapter. Those are my thoughts on this absolutely precious chapter, but let me know what you thought in the comments. If you enjoy Blue Lock and my slightly unhinged commentary, smash that subscribe button, leave a comment and a like to feed the algorithm gods. Check out my other video popping up on screen now if you're hungry for more content. Thanks for watching and have an amazing day. Bye.